I'm trying a different tamale pie recipe, one that I'm actually making up. I'm using the same ingredients, but I want to fix it like a cornbread dressing where I have to mix it, because I don't like the meat on the top and the cornbread on the bottom. I don't want it like that. So I baked my cornbread already and I have it cooling. And I have taken I'm adding a can of corn. I've also put a packet of McCormick taco seasoning. I'm adding the Rotel tomatoes. And I'm going to use some enchilada sauce that I made from scratch. So I'm going to mix this, simmer this together. I had this in the freezer. So I'm going to pour. I don't think I'm going to need it all because I want it kind of dry. I don't want it real wet. This enchilada sauce I made, I did some homemade enchiladas, and I froze it. And so I've only thawed it out since I've been home about 20 minutes, so it's still frozen somewhat. So now we're going to add a little seasoning. I'm going to put a little Tony seasoning that I put in everything I fix. A little cayenne pepper just to amp it up just a little. Some cumin. Onion powder. Garlic powder. And just a little black pepper. Oh, and some chili powder. I don't know how this is gonna come out, but I don't want it I want the mixture to be mixed up. So I'm gonna fix it up and put it together like a cornbread dressing. How you have your cornbread already baked and then you mix that in there. And I bought a can of cream of celery to kind of bind it like, but I don't want it, like I said, I want it dry. And then I'm going to put some cheese on top. Now this needs a little more liquid to it. Let me add some more liquid and I'll be back. Okay, so this is the consistency of it. I'm going to let it bake down. I'm sorry, simmer down. Just about 25 minutes. And then we're going to mix it. I'll be back. Okay, now we're going to let this cool, but turn it off. And then, just like with dressing or anything, if you put this hot liquid in there with that cornbread, it's going to get gummy. So you want this to cool down some before you add the two of them, okay? So I'll come back when we mix it. All we're going to do is mix this with the cornbread, but kind of crumble a little bit. Well, maybe not, because I don't want it to be too... I'm going to also add some cream of celery just to give it a little... just a little smoothness to it. This is something I hadn't seen anywhere. I'm just trying to make up something. I hope I get the taste I'm wishing for. Yeah, I looked over there and I hadn't even put my onion in. So This is a Magnolite pot, so the residual heat is awesome in this pot. So I went ahead and added my onions because that's that's gonna be flavor, especially for the cornbread. So it'll be okay. It may be a little crunchy, but I still have to bake this, remember? So I went ahead and added it. So when you do yours, if you try this recipe, when you strain that grease off of your meat, go ahead and add your onions then. All right. Okay, so we're going to add the cream of celery first. I was trying to think of what type of cream, what kind of soup to put in there. I didn't want to do tomato because it got enough of the tomato based. I didn't want to do chicken. I guess I could have done cream of chicken. But I said, let's do the celery. So, this is still a little, it's not hot, but it's still warm. So, I'm going to wait a few more minutes. Hold on, y'all. It's more stiff than I like. But I think it's going to be alright once it cooks. Okay, so here's the finished product. Like I said, it's kind of dry like I want it. Because I wanted like almost like a cornbread texture. And I put some cheese on top. And we're going to bake it for about 15 minutes. And I'll show you what it looks like when we take it out. Hold on a minute. Okay, so here's the finished tamale casserole. And I try to do it like a cornbread dressing, like I said, because I didn't want just that dry cornbread and then that wet meat. So I did it this way. So I'm gonna fix a plate of it, and we're gonna see what it does. Okay, let's see what it does. So it is the consistency I wanted. And I'll be back. And here it is. Tamale pie. Okay, yeah, I'm going to taste it and see what it tastes like. It's kind of like a dry cornbread dressing. I like it. I think the next time I make it, I may just do the taco meat, leave the corn out, or maybe use more have a beef base. Probably do beef broth, but it has a good flavor to it. It does. All right, enjoy your day.